So every now and then I get someone religious telling me that they find my atheism very offensive and that they will pray for me to find a relationship with Jesus, but that if I don't love Jesus, he will send me to hell where I will burn for eternity. And this always freaks me out because I'm like, oh my gosh, if Jesus is willing to burn me forever for not loving him, then surely getting into a relationship with him in the first place is incredibly risky. I mean, I think before I got involved, I'd want to have at least agreed on a safe word, particularly with his predilection for torture devices. As one of my Twitter followers said, it is 50 shades of J. But also, how is me saying, look, I'm sorry, but there's just no scientific evidence that your God exists offensive? I mean, surely that's just stating facts. Now, what would be offensive is if I added to that statement, because they didn't agree with me and still believed in God, that I had a friend who would come over to their house, douse them with petrol, and burn them alive. Then yes, that would be offensive. And not only would it be offensive, and definitely as offensive as them threatening me with an eternity of hellfire, but it would actually be illegal and constitute a criminal threat, because now we have someone, me, threatening another person with physical harm. And at least with my scenario, you actually get to die. Like, there's an end to the torture. Like, I'm not so sick as to want you to, go on burning forever. Whereas with old S&M Jesus, whew, you are not so lucky. And finally, I do not think that there is anything that I could ever say for atheism or against religion that could ever be as offensive as telling a little child that if they don't believe in the little baby Jesus, that when they die, they will burn alive forever. I mean, I have a lot of faults, but I can honestly say I am not guilty of psychologically scarring children with sick R-rated horror stories.
I'm just the son of a carpenter, and I don't want anything from ya, except for your eternal love and devotion and guilt